Hello there, folks. Hope you all had a good Mother's Day today. At least those of you who have a mother. Hopefully you all spent some time with your moms. I know I had a nice day with my mom earlier this afternoon. And for those out there who don't have a mother, well, a grandmother is pretty much the same thing, or similar to that. So if you at least have a grandmother, hopefully you enjoyed spending time with her. I don't have any grandparents left, sadly, as my last remaining one passed away a few years ago, as I'm sure you remember from a previous video I did a few months ago announcing that. But enough about that. I want to give you a few updates regarding my summer plans. As I'm sure all of you are aware, the current virus that's been going around has caused a lot of people's plans to be disrupted, and unfortunately I happen to be one of them. Actually, I was actually supposed to leave for Las Vegas earlier today for a week-long hockey event, and because of the virus, I unfortunately didn't get to do that. What I'm hoping is that the event that I was supposed to play in gets rescheduled for another time, hopefully later this year, or maybe have to push it into next year. I don't know, but we'll have to see what happens. And from what I heard, though, there's supposed to be a second wave of this virus in the winter, and it's supposed to be pretty deadly, but hopefully that won't happen. So that was unfortunate. And then, of course, the Con Bravo weekend that was supposed to happen right after my birthday has sadly been lost for this year due to this virus. It was supposed to take place on between July 17th and July 19th. So that kind of sucks. Well, we'll just have to try again next year. And what sucks even more about this is that this year's event would have been in the downtown of Toronto, which of course is the city that I live in. So that would have been pretty nice, because what that would have done is that would have eliminated the need to book a hotel for that entire weekend, like I've been doing for the last couple of years when it was in Hamilton for the last couple of years. So that definitely would have saved me a few $100s, but these things happen. And there's also a wedding I'm supposed to attend later on in August, as well as actually there's a couple of things I'm supposed to attend in August. The first thing is a wedding for someone in our extended family. I think that's around the middle of August. And then there's Fan Expo, I think the week after that or something. And those events might not be able to take place because of the virus. I mean, weddings can always be moved to a later time, but the Fan Expo might have to be canceled altogether this year if things don't improve by then. But hopefully things do improve by then. And then, of course, there's also the Canadian National Exhibition that I usually go to every summer. That might not be able to happen either this year, unfortunately, but again, we'll see what happens. However, the good news, though, is that this will allow me to provide much more content for you folks here on my YouTube channel, and I want to talk about some of those projects that are in the pipeline that are going to be coming to the channel or planned for the channel. Of course, right now I have a Let's Play going on for Lego Incredibles, which I haven't been. In fact, I haven't really been filming anything this weekend. Last thing I filmed before this was episode 35 of my Friend Game series, in which I played Big John's Wheel of Fortune. Sadly, I lost, but that's okay. But aside from that, I haven't really been filming this weekend because of the fact that it was Mother's Day today, and also because of the fact that I've been playing in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tournament this weekend on my Switch. Unfortunately now, the top 8 point scores for all 3 days are supposed to get $25 worth of gold points that they can use in the eShop, like to purchase games and whatnot. I did fairly decent. In fact, my scores were as follows. Friday was day number 1, and I ended up scoring 147 points. Day 2, which was yesterday, I scored 154 points. And then on the final day today, I scored 158 points, giving me a grand total of 459 points for 3 days. That's not too bad. None of those scores, unfortunately, were good enough for the top 8 either day, but I tried my best. Now, about those projects, about what's going to be coming up, like I said, I kind of, or getting back to that, like I said, I'm in the process of filming. I am currently doing a Let's Play for LEGO Incredibles, as I just mentioned. I will probably be doing my Let's Play of Marvel 3 pretty soon. I'm just not sure when yet. And possibly a Let's Play of LEGO Harry Potter. Of course, I've been a big fan of the Harry Potter franchise since it first came out. Read all the books and seen all the movies and stuff. So, and then, of course, there's supposed to be DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield coming out pretty soon. And, of course, if you remember, I did a Let's Play of Pokemon Sword not too long ago, when the game, I started filming that Let's Play around at mid-November of last year when the game came out, and the last episode that I did for that was uploaded, I think, either February or March, but the DLC that's supposed to come out, well, it's supposed to have some new areas, and I think a couple of new Pokemon that can be caught. And so once that DLC comes out, I will be continuing with that Let's Play, so that'll definitely be exciting. But yeah, we'll see what happens. That's assuming, of course, the DLC, the first part of it is supposed to be released next month, but hopefully that doesn't get delayed because of the virus. But we'll see what happens. And the second part of the DLC is supposed to come out in November, and then hopefully by then things will have settled down. Now, as far as conventions go, since this virus wiped out my plans of attending Con Bravo this year, I do have a couple of alternate plans. In early January, I will most likely be attending AGDQ. That's an event that Leaf Apollo has been attending the last few years, and what they do there is it's an event where people speedrun popular speedrun video games to try and get the fastest time possible. And they speedrun like different kinds of games, like Mario Party, Mario Kart, etc. And yeah. And possibly PAX East at some point next year. And I know PAX East... Now, PAX East is obviously going to be in Boston, but I'm not sure where AGDQ is supposed to be. Probably find out that information when it gets a bit closer. In order for me to be able to attend those events, though, a couple things would need to happen. One, the current ban on large gatherings would have to be lifted by that point, and I'm pretty sure it will be, but again, we'll have to see what happens. And two, the Canada-US border would have to be open again at that point. Because right now, the border's closed because of this illness. Meaning, like, if you live in the US, yes, you can't get into Canada, and if you live in Canada, you can't get into the US, etc. Yeah. So, we'll see how things work out. And I also recently placed some orders for a couple of more games to add to my Nintendo Switch collection. One game I ordered off Amazon, which was NBA Playgrounds 2 from 2K. That's supposed to be arriving this week. It's supposed to come on Tuesday, according to the Amazon tracking. And then another Switch game that I just ordered today off the EB Games website was Lego DC Supervillains. Yeah, I've been getting into Lego games a fair bit lately. And I had to order it off the EB Games website because when I was checking on their website to see what stores in my area might possibly have it in store, the only location that popped up was for one all the way out in Brampton, Ontario, and that location, unfortunately, is too far for me to go to, at least from where I live. So, yeah, that'd be complicated. And plus with all the EB Games stores still currently closed, at least as of the day I'm recording this, I wouldn't have any way of being able to get it at any of their stores anyway, so that's why I ordered it online. However, all retail stores are supposed to reopen tomorrow, but it's only for curbside pickup and delivery. So we'll see how that works out. And that's about it. Hopefully you're all staying safe and washing your hands, using sanitizer, whatever you may have. And yeah, that's going to be it. I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye-bye.